Hey, you guys, welcome back to the So Let's Life podcast. I'm super excited about tonight's guest. I have Curtis Starks from, I just went completely blank. Let me know. From
Train to
Training
Burn
Burn Fitness
Fitness
Studios,
Studios.
located in
Dang,
downtown Birmingham. He's
it's cause
joining
you
us
work too
tonight.
hard.
I know. Look, I've been at it all day. I was like, you really have no idea. So I'm excited. We're going to give some people some time to join on. So you guys tune in, drop your questions in the comments, and we'll be right back.
Welcome to the So Lux Life podcast, where our goal is to enhance the mental, physical, and spiritual luxuries in life. Make your life luxurious through knowledge, coaching, training, and technique. Visit us online at SoLuxLife.com. Here's your host, Crispin J. Watson.
All right, so we're back. I hope you guys enjoyed that intro. So, like I said, we have Curtis Starks. Thank you so much, Curtis, for taking the time out of your day. I know you're so busy, but I appreciate you taking the time to come on and speak with us today. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I am wonderful. So, tell us a little bit about you. Like, just tell us who you are, where you're from, how did you get to where you are today? How was your childhood growing up?
Ooh, my childhood was good, man. So I was doing you asked me to do the posting in my groups and on my
Yeah,
page.
he
So
was sharing it.
yeah,
He was getting
I'm
it
trying to
together,
share.
I told him he
Um,
had to be quick with it.
yeah, you did. I'm not used to being coached. I'm used to coaching. So told what to do. But now, man, I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. North Birmingham. Which I always represent. Childhood was great, man. Mom's great. Pops was awesome. Don't have any siblings. I have a bunch of cousins, and those are my. So I consider those are my siblings as well. Just a great childhood. Had a chance to experience. Growing up in the inner city, and also going to high school, going to a predominantly white high school, and and just a lot of diversity, which has helped me along the way in my journey of where I am now. But just awesome. It's awesome childhood. I can't complain. I'm not one of those guys or kids be like, my childhood sucked. My dad went there, mom went there. But my mom and dad, they were hard workers. So even though I'm only child, nothing was given to me. I had to work.
Mm,
I had to work for it. So a lot
right.
of people say, "Hey, he's only you were on child. You were spoiled." Like, nah, not for real. Because if I was spoiled, I'll be doing something else now.
Like I
But
wouldn't be doing this, but
yeah, I wouldn't be doing this, and just
yeah.
their work ethic. Just I think both of them played a very important part of my work ethic. Like and which we'll talk about later. Just being an entrepreneur. It's funny because my dad got up at 3 in the morning, and he got ready to go to work for a 4 a.m. shift, and he did that constantly till he retired. Even actually when he retired, he did that. Rest in
How
peace to
many
pops
years did
too.
he do it before he retired? Yes.
41. You know what I'm saying? 41, 42 years, and
He worked 41 years. That's a long time.
he worked 41 years. And my mom, she worked multiple jobs, and just whatever was going on, I've never seen her just like panic. And
Right.
I've never panicked before in anything. So so I get kind of two things from both of them. So
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds
mhm,
like you had a pretty solid childhood growing up. You think that kind of paved the way and made you who you are
it was cool.
today.
Yeah, it was good. It's
Yeah.
good. It's good. Man, surrounded by family. Dad loves family, friends, and turns out I love family and friends, and my mom is kind of private, and I'm kind of private, so it's kind of like you say you're private, but we see you do your thing. Yeah, I know it's kind of it's this thing I just learned about called being an ambivert. So you have an extrovert, introvert. I'm an ambivert, and that's a real thing. So you guys can go Google it. But beside that, great childhood.
Yeah, sounds good. It is a such thing as having like a private life, but then also having like you have to display your life so you can connect with different clients and customers and things like that. Because honestly, these days, if you're a business and you don't have social media, like I don't know how you're going to honestly go to the next level and prevail. But speaking of what,
No, no, no. I was gonna say, and I'm taking over your show, so here we go.
no,
This is what
take
I do.
over, take
No,
over. The
so
show is yours.
so what I was gonna say, like years ago, because I'm personally private, so I let that kind of bleed over into my social media, and it's kind of
Mm.
like, dude, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So what I found out later, I had to be like, okay, cool, you have to open up to the world. You know what I mean? So I found out a way to do it. Though. You can open up without sharing, your
Your
personal, but
personal life, yeah.
so for all the inspiring entrepreneurs, you have to have your Facebook page, and you gotta post. So I put like this.
Absolutely.
I put like this: when you don't post and shoot emails, you don't make any money because you can't get no
Mm-mm.
leads.
Yeah, out of sight, out of
Period.
mind. Like if
True.
people don't see you talking about what you do,
One
you're
hundred
not gonna
percent.
be the first one they think about. They say,
One hundred
"Hey, I
percent.
need a trainer." Oh, I see this dude posting all the time. So
Mhm.
that's real. I mean, social media is the new wave, and I suggest everyone to get on it. TikTok, y'all should really promote your businesses on TikTok because it's been influential in my business personally. So just
See,
put
and
a
I
little
haven't got on
gem out
TikTok
there.
yet, so I'm like,
You
I
you
know,
want to
I
start
know.
TikTok?
2023. You gotta give me a minute. I'm still
Put on the goal list.
I do think one of the most powerful tools, because, and I'm gonna tell you why. Um, Email, and the reason why
Hmm.
email, because you have to talk about, you have traffic that you buy, is which is like when you buy Facebook ads and you pay for leads and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and you have traffic that you own. So the traffic that you own are the email addresses and the contacts that you actually get. You know what I'm saying? You own that
Right.
traffic. You got to pay for it. So, and then you have the organic traffic, which is, Facebook, people scroll and stuff like that.
People you meet
But
in person, referrals.
yeah, so, and one thing that I do, because you got to think, and I think Twitter has shown us, like Twitter's going to be gone.
Yeah,
Um,
it's a wrap for
so
Twitter.
so I think it's important to start a email list, a distribution list, so you can download those to a file, because what's going to
Hmm.
happen when Facebook is gone? It's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you got, like, so if you I don't know if you're old enough to remember, Black Planet and, MySpace and stuff like that. It's the
Hmm.
same thing. They're gone. So I think it goes into, okay, cool. Like, this is, as an entrepreneur, am I just lucky because I have this social media platform, or am I
Hmm.
really a entrepreneur? You know what I'm saying? So now,
Right.
yeah. So now you got to figure out, like. So I'm gonna always keep my email list, and every contact
Most definitely.
I'm gonna download them in a CSV file, because, social media is gonna be gone one day. I mean, I don't think it'll be gone. It's gonna be different. It's gonna be different platforms, like Twitter. Like, Twitter's gonna be out of here in a minute. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, and everybody's not always scrolling. I know, like, the younger generation, millennials, they are. Read a study saying that if if they had to go to a search engine to find something, the first thing like millennials and like Generation Z, X, whatever it's called, they would go to TikTok first and then Google.
yeah, it's new.
Just to,
It's new.
yeah,
It's a new thing.
right.
TikTok new thing, because you had Facebook, then Facebook was a new thing. Then you had Instagram, then Instagram was a new
Yeah,
thing, and then you
now
had,
TikTok.
now you have TikTok. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying. But, I mean, I think well, I think Instagram is, you can
I
get.
think Instagram will be around a while.
I think so, because it's kind of older than Facebook. And true fact, my business is older than Facebook.
Mm.
Sustainability, baby, sustainability.
Hey.
Survival mode. I know how to do this. Nah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but that's very important, building the email list. I had a client that I closed a few months ago because she saw me just continuing to send out emails. And she reached out one day like, "Hey, yeah, I'm ready now." And I had been working with her for like 2 years. So it's just one of
Right.
those things you kind of want to
Right.
stay in
And
front of people.
look, my favorite thing is when people say, "Oh, I see someone unsubscribe from my email list." That means I've done my job. Or somebody say "Dang man, I get a lot of emails. Yeah, you're gonna keep getting them because the more you see it, you're just being familiar. Like, okay, cool. Because the more you see it, you develop trust.
hmm
So
And also tracking the analytics on those. That's one thing I do. I see which emails people click on the most. You gotta have like a catchy subject, and I'll
they
be
can
like,
have a catch
"Hey,
right.
y'all, get into this," and they'll click into it. And
Yep.
just kind of continue to use those templates, be time efficient when it comes to doing tasks like that. So
Yep.
let's get into what you actually do. So how did you get
Okay.
into fitness? How have you loved this since you were younger? Were you into sports? Kind of walk us through that journey.
I got into fitness because, well, and it's funny. We'll talk about, I think, my book later, but I kind of talk about it in it. Um, my great grandmother lived with me and my lived with me and my mom when I was little, and she worked, and um, I would always like come home from school, check on her, and I'll leave and go out and play, and come back, check on her. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
I think this particular time, I went out, came back, and the first responders were like everywhere. And I'm like, what's going on? So what happened?
Yeah.
She 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 tried to pull the curtain back with them. She fell and broke her hip. So and at this point, I'm
Oh.
I'm I'm think I'm like I'm maybe I'm maybe 11, 12, something. You know what I'm saying? Like I can remember vividly. So long story short, went in to have hip surgery. She was older, so they were kind of cautious. They like, it's kind of the risk. But when
Yeah.
she got out, I was like, hey, you know, Big Mom. I said, hey, Big Mom, I'm gonna help you walk again. She was like, all right, cool. You know, um, when she got out, did a little rehab, she got sick again. So now that I'm older, I know that certain other things happen like strokes and stuff like that. But I didn't get it then.
Yeah.
Only thing I got was shoot. I failed the person that I love. So, and I had promised her, I said, I'm going to help everybody I can and make sure that they don't fail. So
Yeah.
that's kind of the mindset that I gathered then, and I told people all the time that fitness chose me because it came easy. Lady, great friend of mine, Terry Nevitt, Terry Harville now, but she hired me at the YMCA in '95. I think it was '95.
Mhm.
So I kind of started there, and that's kind of where it started. And I've been doing it ever since. Opened up my business 2005, a year after my son was born, and he'll be 18 in January. So I've been doing this since then. So.
Yeah, you've been in business a while. So what's one thing that's kept you motivated? Because I know it hasn't always been easy. So can you kind of walk us through a time where it just wasn't easy? Because I feel like everybody just shares their success stories, but they don't really tell like the dark times where you were like, okay, should I do this? Should I go get a job? Did you ever go through one of those periods?
Um, I've always approached it was there's no B plan. I,
Mm,
I think when you put a B plan on things, you just kind of set yourself up to fail. Now I've had some situations where I had to close the gym and kind of reopen and kind of reinvent myself. But even
yeah.
then, there was no B plan. So I think whatever it is, whatever you dedicate yourself to and put your craft into it, like it's going to
hmm
respect you back. The universe is going to give it to you back.
Yeah.
So if I'm trying to do fitness, if I'm trying to do personal training, I'm trying to do yoga, I'm trying to do step and rope, I'm trying to do all that stuff. Like you can't master one thing. So it sounds like a piece of pie. It's 100%, and you're doing like five things, but give you 20% of each. Like you're never gonna get it. You're gonna get 20% out of the 20% of whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? So for me,
hmm
it was it was no. I never made a B plan. Like I never thought I would fail at it. I knew there would be some bumps in the roads.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I bet on myself all the time.
You have to.
So yeah, I just never had a B plan, and I'm very just kind of confident in what I, you know, what I do. I believe what I do, and it's I'm not really jaded on why am I here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or why, you know, why God put me here. Like I know exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. So I think that's what it is. I just know exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. And I talk about that, how to find out what you're supposed to do, in my new book coming out in 2023.
Okay, new book. So as y'all know, so Lux Life has the exclusive drop about the new book. This is
The
his
new,
first time
yeah,
talking about it. He has the
yeah,
shirt on. Yes, yes. So tell
yeah,
us
yeah,
all
yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
yeah,
That
yeah.
says pray, train, repeat. So
Yeah.
let's get
Man,
into it.
so really, really excited about it because I've been working on it a while, and to be honest, it's not the book that I want to write, but I want to write this book to just kind of get
Mm-hmm.
me out there. But it's really a good book. So I think it's not a fitness book. So even though it says pray, train, repeat, it's not your typical fitness book, because you know some fitness books you go through like, hey, you work out, do this, you eat this, all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's not. It's a 21-day guide, to get you, you know, healthy, active, fit, and free.
Mm.
Um, and with that, it's a book of it's a book of stories.
Are they
It's a book of
your
stories.
stories or just stories like maybe some yours, some
It's
that
a
you've heard?
well, yeah. It's a combination. It's a combination of a lot of them. Some of my failures are in
Mm-hmm.
there. Some of my client stories are in there. Of course, I didn't put their name, but you know, but I mean, but just just what they are going through.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, some health tips, and also it's a chance to do the 21-day on-demand program is on my app, because it's so you'll have a chance to get that as well. 21-day eating plan. I kind of tell you about risk factors, how to eat. I talk about what's real, not real. Like for example, I talk about in one chapter about like kind of believe in yourself, you know, and I talk about how social media has damaged the images of people, and
Oh
how
yeah.
social media images are not real, and you have
Oh,
to
at all.
yeah, and you have to, you know, be who God made you to be. Like he developed
Mm-hmm.
you a certain way, so you should do that. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
and just stuff like that. And each chapter will begin with a Bible verse that at the end you can meditate on. So I talk about meditation, some stuff that I do now,
Mm-hmm.
and essentially it's one of the things that I, in 21 days, when I have to, you know, mentally, spiritually, and physically reset, this is my
Yeah.
process. But
I
along in
know.
that process, I'm sharing different stories. So the book is not about me, because I hate to
Mm-hmm.
see when people are coming out with books and it's all about them. And what I'm like, that's being a narcissist. Like you're supposed to give
They
people
sharing their
some,
story. Let them be.
yeah,
But yeah, I get it though. Yeah.
but it's oh, I'm the victim, instead of like sharing and giving people something that
Yeah.
they can reset and
Apply
do
to their
again and
life.
again and
Yeah.
again and again and again. So I'm super excited about it. So we start dropping promos in about 2 weeks, and you know
Mm-hmm.
people can go to Instagram and start following me at train with C Starks, and you know that's gonna be the drop on the stuff. We got t-shirts, we got online program, we got 21-day eating plan, and actually we're gonna do first of the year a campaign of that, you know, in-house at the studio and also online. So it's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
dope. No, dope. Super excited about
Yeah.
it. I'm really. It's kind of like, you know, I think as an entrepreneur you have to reinvent yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm reinventing myself as this author. We'll see where it goes, but you know, I mean, I mean, you only miss the shots you don't take.
Absolutely.
So I'm like, I'm gonna take this shot, and it's been a thing that I've wanted to do for a while. So and like I said, we'll see how it goes, and I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I mean, it'll reach the people that it's supposed to reach. That's how I feel like when God puts things on our hearts to do. I feel like He already sets the audience for it. So the people that need it are going to obtain it either way they go. So that's exciting. Is there a release date for the book?
Yeah, I'm going for J1.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. So I'm going for J1, and probably maybe mid-December you'll probably start seeing stuff coming out. And I plan on doing a really cool webinar for it and stuff like that. So yeah, it's dope, man. It's, like I said, people are working out online now, and it's on demand. So it's kind of like, it's me 21 days. I have well, I'm not gonna drop all of it, but it's good. Yeah, I ain't gonna drop all of it, so I just want people to get it. But and then
build some anticipation,
The t-shirts go online on sale in mid-December. Yeah.
And what colors do you have?
So we have this black, so it has the Train to Burn logo on it, has the Train to Burn logo on the back. We have red, you have the red. And the book is probably gonna be the color of this shirt, you know what I'm saying? Really bold. And we have this kind of like this, this like this heather white, you know what I'm saying? Like the heather gray,
Yeah.
But the red and black are my fave. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna see where it goes. But again, super excited about it. Just and really needed this to kind of get my mind back focused on some stuff as well. So I kind of been out about 4 months, but this is, I mean, it's kind of, it's one of those things where, your blessings are not denied. They're just delayed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So excited about it.
Yeah, because I'll find old journals that I would have where I would just like write down business plans and things that I wanted to do from like years ago, and then realize like I'm living and I'm walking in it now, and it's been years later, and like my mind hasn't been set on that particular goal, but in the meantime, I've still been working towards that. So,
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, that's what it's all about. It's all about that. I mean, it's really gonna be, eye opening. So it's kind of like my introducing the world to see start, and just, and it's really good to do some stuff the first of the year. 21 days, and everybody have a 21-day challenge, fast, whatever. So this is my 21-day guide to help people out, and you just constantly reset it. That's why I said pray, train, repeat.
Repeat means do it over again.
You do it every day. You do it over again.
It's not just a one-step process. It's a lifestyle.
No. Yeah, it's a lifestyle, and it's going to get people, like, some of the methods that I put in there, some of the things that, you can apply them, but you can kind of do different stuff with it. So again, it's all about just getting people to just, pour into themselves. Because you got to pour into yourself in order for you to pour into somebody else and other people.
Yes, you can't pour into a cup if yours is half empty. So definitely one of those things. So speaking of books, what is your favorite book? What is one book you suggest that we all read and put on our
The Bible.
List? Amen. There we go.
Period.
Absolutely.
Hey, drop the mic.
Period. Being in your word, what you doing for real?
One book. I mean that's my favorite book. But
yeah,
one book I'm always, man. It's a couple of them. I'm just tell you the first book that I kind of read, and it was and I try to get my son to read it too. But it's a book called Eat That Frog, and it's by Brian. It's by Brian Tracy. And what it was about was like, especially people with like procrastinations, like, so like you have a list of stuff you got to do, and you do the hardest one first. So that's considered the biggest frog. So you can eat that. You can eat that big frog. You can eat all the little ones. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's kind of like 10 steps to get procrastination. Get rid of procrastination. And another one is by God, I can't think who it's by, but from good to great.
From good to great.
Good. Yeah, good to great. So it talks about how good is the enemy of great. You know what I'm saying?
So, yeah, because some people settle for good instead of trying to be great.
Some people want to be some people want to be an A student, but they just kind of want to be it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they're okay.
But they'll settle for a B. Yeah.
No, C.
Got jumping down to a C.
See. Yeah. So I'm gonna try to find a book for you. But that's a good book that I've read, and I recently read by Grant Cardone, 10X Rule. 10X Rule is really good, and just basically talks about 10X and everything that you do, and and one thing that he said in the book that really resonates with me is that when you get an opportunity, like to talk about your business, when you get an opportunity to do that, he said, you say yes till you can't say no anymore. You know what I mean? So that I'm like, okay, cool. So if somebody asks me, I'm like, yeah, I'm like, you told me, I'm like, yeah, I'm on it. I'm on it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So
yeah. So speaking of which, you mentioned in there that you're trying to get your son to read a book with you. So speak on being a parent. How is fatherhood? Would you go back and do it all over again if you had the opportunity to?
Being a father is great.
Yeah.
My son is so different from me. He's really the smart one. I'm the athletic guy. He's I say he's different, but he's different in a good way. But he's I think if he continue to apply himself, he's gonna be a world leader. And I'm just not saying that because that's my son. I'm just saying it because that's real. If you meet him, you'll be like, dang, this dude is different. I'm like, you told you.
Like that's your son?
Right. But as far as parenthood, man, I think everybody's parenthood is different. Of course, he has a great mom, and unfortunately we didn't work out, but I think the combination of the two being on the same page, helps that. You know what I'm saying? Of course, so a lot of people, say, man, because a lot of people have grown up in a single parent household, and then some people have grew up in a household where it was both parents.
Yeah.
And people typically kind of do what they see, and funny story, like I remember I was I'm in elementary school, whatever, and this guy, he was devastated because his mom and dad had got divorced. And I'm like, dude, you're gonna have like 2 Christmas, 2 birthdays, you're gonna have 2 everything. But because I've never seen what he's seen.
Yeah.
I seen, Yeah. So it's kind of like, asking that question is kind of like, what's normal to you versus normal to somebody else.
Yeah.
So me, I was good, you know what I'm saying? Because I had a great mom that allowed me, and my dad to have this great relationship. But it's some people that don't, it doesn't happen like that, So I think that's why people shouldn't really try to structure their thing like everybody else thing, because it's gonna be different.
Yeah, every situation is different. And
every situation is different.
Every single situation is
different. every single thing. So, but yeah, I mean, being a parent, I wouldn't change it for anything. Of course, I'm 48 years old, so I having kids, I don't think is.
You done?
I haven't thought about it. You know, haven't thought about it. Not
You
at
never
all.
know what God will do now.
Yeah, I know that though. Oh, so the name of the book is Good to Great, and it's by Jim Collins.
By Jim Collins. Good to Great.
Hmm
Make sure y'all put that on your 2023
hmm
reading
Yeah,
list.
definitely, definitely read that. Start with the Why is really good, and Sell to Be Sold is really good. You know, Think Rich, Think and Grow Rich is really good, and one book I've listened to over and over again is called The Seven Spiritual Laws of Success. And it talks about these laws that you need to live by in order to be success. Like one of them is giving. I'm just gonna use a really simple one, like giving. So when you give, you get it back. So that's
Absolutely.
so
Tenfold.
that's yeah. So that's one thing you wanna. That's a law that you wanna do. So and then it talks about a law about like your egos and stuff like that. So it's a really good book. So
Oh yeah, God will knock down an ego in a minute. God
yeah,
has humbled me over the years, like things that when I was younger I found myself saying like, oh, I'll never be that, I'll never do that. Then I end up being that and doing that. Like God will humble you so fast.
hmm
So
me too. It's happening.
yeah, absolutely. So, but
Yeah,
it's a part of life though, and I appreciate it now. That's why now I'm very particular about what I say and the words that come out of my mouth because I don't want to
absolutely, absolutely,
speak anything that I
absolutely.
can't, live up to.
And,
So,
and you can't get some of that stuff back when you're
oh,
speaking
oh
it.
yeah,
So you got to be
yeah. I
careful with
went,
that.
I went through a situation. It was like such a learning experience for me. Um, when I was going through a divorce, like I said some things to my ex-husband that were so mean, but it was just like in the heat of the moment, like built up out of emotion. We'll we'll get his feedback together. But
I,
yeah,
I,
just
I ain't trying to do it. I promise I didn't.
yeah, it's just one of those things. Like you said, when you say things, you can't take them back. Like when you put something in the atmosphere, you
When you put
can't
in the
make a
atmosphere,
person
yeah.
forget it. So
Nope.
just just watch your words. That's one
hmm
thing that I've learned over years. Watch your words, control your anger. But
Hold
you
on. I'm
spoke
sorry. I'm
about.
sorry. There you go. There you go.
Do we need to take a commercial break for you?
No, no. I'm not a social media dude, man. I'm trying to do what you asked me to do.
You're doing it. Look, I appreciate you. So,
Yeah.
but you spoke about earlier on how you've incorporated meditating. So kind of
hmm
walk us through your daily routine, what that looks like for you. You meditate and kind of what's your process, because meditation is different for everyone.
Dang, all that's in my book, but I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna tell you what when I started what it's done for me because I had a friend of mine and she was like, "You need to meditate." I'm like, "I ain't doing that. I don't even sit still that long." Like for real, like for real, I don't even sit still long. So I kind of started out with 5 minutes, then 10 minutes, whatever. But and I particularly do it after I exercise, like immediately after I exercise, because when you
Hmm.
exercise, your mind.
Your blood is flowing, right?
So what I want to do because every day, like you're in a situation where you do 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 do. I want to teach my brain how to slow down just like that.
Hmm.
So what I did, I teach my brain to slow down immediately. So what it does, it helps me in every situation. If there's like some type of conflict or whatever, like I can slow my brain. It's an exercise. So that's
Yeah.
exercise for your mind. Yeah, it's an exercise. So just like exercise for your body, exercise for your mind too. So and the meditation just helps me be still and just be in the moment.
Yeah,
You know,
appreciate the moment. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You just kind of appreciate the moment. So that's exactly what it does for me. Um, and like I said, I kind of share step by step what I do and how I do it. And
and pray, try and repeat, y'all. So make sure you get your book, get your pre-orders.
Yep.
He may
Promo
even
start
be
mid December. Mid December.
Yeah, but I like how you mentioned like you have to slow down and just kind of be still in the moment and just kind of reflect on where you are, because sometimes we can all, especially entrepreneurs and just anybody, parents, moms, whomever, just be on the go, 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 go so much to where we're not even thankful for where we are right now. Not, realize this is something that we once prayed for, at one point we were in a dark place. Look where we are now. Because I'm on this journey, like searching, like, okay, how can I really find out what God's purpose for my life is? And I was watching all these YouTube videos, and every answer I got from them was the purpose that God wants for your life is for you to show gratitude and just be thankful for what He does, even if it's nothing, what you consider nothing, or even if it's something large. So
Right.
just going
Right. No, that's cool. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. And I think that, people just have to really just walk in that. I think a lot of people just don't even know, what their walk is.
Yeah.
So, and I think this is a great book to kind of reset you to, because what happened, you started kind of like really meditate and like get into your body and just get into like, just thinking, like, and just reading, and, things come to you when you read, when you read your Bible, like, you get some like, oh shoot, yeah, that was for me. You know what I mean? Like, you instantly understand it.
Yeah.
Or just the fact that you may be a busy parent and you can take 5 minutes of meditation and just meditate and just be like, okay, cool. You have thought something through in 5 minutes. And then not even that, when you exercise, you add 3-4 years onto your life. It's longevity, and I talk about that too, about investing in yourself, so, it's funny how people invest in things, but they don't want to invest into themselves. So
yes,
you're going to tell me you want to invest in something that's going to keep you living long for you for you to enjoy the things that you're getting, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of no brainer for me, but you gotta,
everybody's not there though, and some
no,
people,
yeah, no, they're not.
and some people just have
Absolutely.
such a dreaded outlook on that. But I mean, speaking of fitness, we'll kind of switch the gear on that.
Okay.
Kind of, the holidays are coming up. Everybody's having a good time, eat some good food, drinking, traveling, whatever. So, what are some tips you can give us to kind of keep, I guess, ourselves active, maybe trying to, keep ourselves healthy for the holidays?
And I'm just one of those real trainers, like, yeah, for real. Like, I'm one of those real trainers. I'm like, during the holidays, enjoy your family. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy those times that
Yeah.
you can't get that back. And and if you're active, stay active. You don't. Of course, people think that for Thanksgiving you eat 2-3 plates, you gain 20 pounds. It doesn't happen like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because if you're in a state of, you've established something, you've built the foundation, you're gonna just automatically want to be active.
Yeah.
But I think if it's somebody that wants to start to be active, man, just do something that you enjoy doing, like, like walking or some type of activity with your kids, grandkids, nieces, nephews, or whatever. But I think for the last 2 months of the year, you just you enjoy your people, you know what I mean, and just continue to do what you do, because no one's going to eat 100% of the time. Like, they're setting yourself up with failure. But what you can do is just kind of, have that mindset, like, hey, okay, cool, let's maybe, I don't know, we can walk that morning or work out that morning, and then and do your thing, So
Yeah.
yeah,
Just
I'm
still
all
try
I'm all
to.
I'm all about realistic results and not the ideal of it.
Right. 'Cause some trainers make you feel so bad because you ate some ham during Thanksgiving. But it's good that you're one of those real ones. You understand. You
But
just
but
kind
but 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 Dave ate some ham too.
of exactly. That's what they
Hey,
not telling you. That's what they leaving out.
I've been training for 25 plus years, guys. I'm telling
They
you.
eat ham too.
Yeah, they do. Especially if they now, especially if they are if they grew up and they have a black grandmother, black mother, then you've eaten ham, you've eaten chitlins, sweet potato pie, all that stuff on Thanksgiving. So why would I tell you not to do it?
Not to
You know,
eat some
well,
carbs.
yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, I mean, yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, because at the end of the day, November, December, you got to get ready for January. So give us
Right,
something.
fresh start in
Give us something to
January.
help you get rid of. Like I just put on like 20, like 10 pounds. November, December, line, cool, we get it out.
Right. Is that one of your peak seasons, like the beginning of the year? Because that's everybody's New Year's resolution. I'm gonna lose some weight. I'm gonna get healthy. I'm getting the gym. Do you see like business influx in the beginning, like the first quarter of the year?
To be honest, I think it's an influx for like the the Planet Fitness and the YMCA that have really,
Mm,
what I'm saying. Like I think it's that, but for me, um, I'm blessed such to have a great program, great clientele. Like we're on it for 12 months. You know what I'm saying? And we just do it again for 12 months. So the
mm-hmm.
thing I like to practice is consistency. So it's not one of those things where, like I want I will see maybe 15 people in January versus Planet Fitness going to see 150.
And they only gonna
You know what I'm
come in
saying?
January, then they not gonna see them anymore the rest of the
Right,
year.
right, 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 right. So, and it's just kind of, they're riding a wave or whatever, but
Hmm.
you want people to like, hey, I'm ready to change my lifestyle. So I'm ready to be active, healthy, fit, and free. Like that's the
Hmm.
whole that's training burn whole thing. Like, for example, I talked to a lady today and she was like, she told me, she told me about her, the first thing she said something about blood pressure. I have blood pressure. Like, well, hey, our first step is get your blood pressure going that way
Yeah.
because everything else is going to follow. Because see, we always come to the gym based upon, you want to lose weight, but that's not really the real issue. What's the real issue? Like what are we trying to do? So once you can get
Hmm.
past, once you can carve past that, like
Yeah.
all the other stuff will follow. So
Because that's gonna happen regardless. So if you focus on, I guess,
it's
becoming.
is it's gonna happen regardless.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
One of the
it's
things
gonna
that
happen.
helped me though, to the people that aren't like gym lovers, but for me to really get, I used to be that person. Like I used to be like, I hate going to the gym. It used to feel like I was going to a military boot camp when I stepped inside the gym. I used to be that person, but now I like it. So you just have to find what you like to do, and then I put in my mind like it's a lifestyle change. So I just have to incorporate it into my life, just make it a priority like I do everything else. Because like one thing that really got me, I would say like, hey, okay, so I'm not gonna scroll on social media until I go to the gym and I'll get on like some cardio equipment, an elliptical or something, and that's my time like I would be scrolling on social media. Trying to be proactive, I guess, with the whole technology thing. But you just kind of have to find your thing. So, but I'm sure Curtis is a wonderful trainer, you guys. We have people in the comments speaking, wonderful things about you. They said they're a proud client, speak positivity. They're so proud of you. Somebody said they need a shirt. They're on sale soon. I
Of
love the
course,
Curtis and my home team.
I got
Yeah.
great
So what?
clients. I got great clients. So
Yeah, it sounds like you actually care about your clients' needs because some trainers, I've worked with trainers before and I don't think I've ever had anyone just really ask me, well, they probably asked me, what am I trying to do? I probably just said lose some weight and they're like, okay, cool, we're gonna do this. But as far as like really diving into like the health issue, are you really eating right? Or something like that. It seems like that's kind of where you set yourself apart.
I, I think what I really think what sets us apart is that because because I really think that your gym, whatever your gym is, and your clientele, they like take your personality. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And we have, even though we have probably like about 70 clients, whatever, and they come like, so we're semi-private, you know what I'm saying? So like people come at different times, whatever. And
Mm-hmm.
even though we have that, like everybody kind of knows each other. Like it's more of it's more of like a support group,
Yeah.
yeah. So everybody kind of support each other. Really great networking, fun sessions. Like you know, no conversations are off limits, which is crazy sometimes. But it's really cool. So it's kind it's I mean for me, it's me leaving this living room and going
Mm-hmm.
to another living room, and I'm having company there. Like it's not like I'm going to work. You know,
Yeah.
it's not like get up and go to work this morning.
Gotta go
And just
train these people, right?
yeah. So it's it's not bad, and and just some of the things that the individual conversations that we share and talk about with each other, that's unique in itself.
Mm-hmm.
And you know I love to give people nicknames because that's my thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it makes me kind of connect with them. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
if your name is Eric, I'm gonna say, hey, what's up, E? You know what I mean? So that's
Yeah.
just so it's just a lot of uniqueness, and I'm just absolutely 100% blessed in that I have this ministry that I have. But this is what it is a ministry. It's a
Absolutely.
it's a it's a vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
I meet people. You never know how you touch people because they never know how they touch me. So which is the crazy
Yeah.
part about it is that I'm training them, but in some of their
But really, they're
situations,
training
they're
you.
yeah. So it's
Yeah,
kind of like
internally.
because I don't believe in the hey 50-50. No, I'm gonna give you my 100%, and you give me 100%. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
that's all I know to give you 100%. Why am I give you 50?
Yeah,
It's not a 50-50. It's 100%.
it's 100 and 100.
It's 100.
That's good though, because they say if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. And that's how I knew I couldn't work a corporate job. Um, that this particular job was the reason why I moved to Alabama. They transferred me here and like gave me this promotion. And when I
Mm-hmm.
tell you, it was the worst job I ever worked in my life. Like it was such a hostile work environment. And what did it for me? It was getting to the point I was going home and it's
Mm-hmm.
bothering me while I'm at home. Like I'm thinking about work while I'm at home. Like it's really triggering for me. I'm dreading waking up in the morning because I'm gonna have to go back to my job. And it was at that
Mm-hmm.
point I knew. So if y'all are feeling that way, that may be a sign that you may just need to find and do something that you love because I don't feel like God placed us on this earth to work and do something that we don't like to do and that just be our
Yep.
source. So,
You're supposed to.
hmm so
Yeah.
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 It's been wonderful. Is there anything else you want to say to the audience?
Yeah, man, just appreciate everybody tuning in, and appreciate you the opportunity coming in and talking about train and burn, finish to your entrepreneurship.
Yes, thanks for
It's
coming
different.
on. You were amazing. Y'all be on the lookout for his book. And
Yep.
if
Follow me
you
at Train with C Starks. Is that it? The Instagram Train with C Starks? Yeah.
follow him, trying to see starts. And what's your website in case they want to go on there and browse and
Um,
look for the book?
Train and burn at trainandburn.com.
All right.
Trainandburn.com.
Trainandburn.com. And I also put it in the show notes. And if you guys join late and you want to watch the replay, it will be posted. Or you can also listen on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, your favorite podcasting streaming service. So I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you, Curtis.
No doubt. I appreciate you having me on. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.